Gail, love you, and I apologize in advance for anything that I say this evening that I might have to be talked to about later, okay? So anyway, I thought I would just give you my history of Story Slam and how it started for me. And that, as Tony said, it started 4 years ago. My wife and I, on a real lark, heard about a class at Second City in Chicago for improv. And if you don't know about Second City, that's the comedy school that feeds Saturday Night Live. But all these great comics and writers have come through Second City. So we thought that would be a really good thing to do, really interesting, although we have no stage experience or anything like that. But Gail agreed, and off we went. And I absolutely loved it, and Gail swore she would never do that again. And so, as a couple, I'd say our experience was memorable. And so we came back, and my daughter, Amy, who's also out there this evening, was looking at something on social media or something about Lancaster Story Slam. And she said, Dad, this would be a great follow-up for you. I mean, you could go up and tell stories. And I said, no, Amy, it's different. Improv is like whatever comes in your head goes out your mouth, and you've got people around helping you to work with that. Stories, well, that's kind of complicated. I mean, you got to have a beginning and a middle and an end. And there's people who tell stories who are like published authors and college professors. And Amy looked at me and she said, Dad, seriously? It says here that if you're interested in telling a story but aren't sure that, have a drink or two and you'll be right up on stage enjoying it with the rest of us. And I didn't know how to answer that. So, my response to her was almost like, seriously, they say that? And so we ultimately, now, if Amy was able to, she told me the next part was really like the killer. She said, Dad, you would be good at this, and you have a glass of courage, and you're right up there with them. Now, if you notice, that is just kind of like a masqueraded dare. She made it sound like a compliment, but it actually was like, well, now I had to do it because it looked like I had no courage if I didn't, and she was saying that I'd be good at it. So next thing I know, I'm signed up, and I've got 3 tickets, and we're coming down here to Lancaster Story Slam. And I put my name in the pint glass to get to tell a story, but right in here, I'm secretly hoping that there's too many storytellers and they won't pull my name out, but no such luck. I'm up here telling my story, and, it doesn't go too bad. People were clapping at the end, and there was a few giggles during it, but the best part was afterwards, my wife and Gail and Amy both looked so proud of me for doing it, and Amy came up to me and she said, Dad, that was you should have won. That was the best story of the night, which made me feel like I did win, just to get that affirmation back from them. So I ended up telling another story and then telling another story. And pretty soon Gail counted them up, and now I'm up to 24 stories I've told here. If I would have kept to a 5-minute limit, which I never have done yet, that'd be 120 minutes. It's like my autobiography is like out there on YouTube somewhere. It's really cool. So I encourage everybody, get up here and tell them it. And so anyway, we did that. But another neat thing was that like a couple of rows of the Lancaster Hiking Club are out there, and my friends out there have, I was invited to tell a story at the Lancaster Hiking Club, and then I've started telling them just randomly there, and I was asked to do it at a couple of schools. And the best one of all, though, was Amy asked me to do one at her wedding, and she said, do it Story Slam style, Dad. And so I did, and it was like the best, just like the most heartfelt story I ever had, and it was well received, and it'll be a great memory forever. So that, I guess, kind of brings me up to now, and here I am, just steering the ship from the stage. My gosh, I'm being closely supervised, actually, so you don't have to worry about me sinking this thing. See that? Yep. So, but anyway, it's awesome. It's just like, this is really just like hosting Saturday Night Live, you know it? The only thing I'm missing is a band, and we don't need no band. We're slamming stories here, so. Before I call up the first storyteller, I just want to warn you that you will be slammed tonight because live from Lancaster, it's Tuesday night. Yeah! All right.